Previously, on Sudrian conflict. Leo was found murdered. Sir Topham Hatt insisted he had nothing to do with it. Later, Sir Topham Hatt told Phil Ardman that should anything happen to him, he would inherit the railway. The next day, while investigating James's accident, his car burst into flames. The person who committed this act was found to be the mysterious Mr. M. Sir Topham Hatt did some asking around, which eventually led him to the conclusion that Mr. M was none other than Mr. Percival himself. Sir Topham Hatt drunkenly decided to reconcile with Percival, and Percival agreed. And now, the next installment. Percy the Green Engine does many odd jobs on the island of Sodor. He often pulls goods trains. His favorite job is pulling the mail cars, but the job he does most often is working in the quarry mine. One such day, he was shunting trucks in the yard. He spotted a strange-looking engine sitting on a flatbed. "What a quaint-looking little engine you are," said Percy. The engine smiled, having heard this many times before. "I'm Percy. My name's Caldy," said the engine. "Caldy," began Percy, "why is it that you look so strange?" Caldy laughed. "Well," Caldy began, "I live on a railway on the far side of Sodor. It's situated on a mountain known as the Caldy Fell, after which I am named. I, along with my brothers, am a specially designed mountain engine. All of the engines on my railway look very similar to one another, and we are hard to tell apart. At the summit of the Caldy Fell, which we've nicknamed Devil's Back, there is a hotel which is a very popular tourist attraction. We are the only engines who can get passengers up to it. People come from far and wide to visit our railway." Percy's eyes were wide with wonder. Slowly he inched forwards. His eyes darted from left to right. "Does your railway have any diesels?" Caldy seemed befuddled. "What is a diesel?" Percy was shocked. "You mean there are no diesels on your railway?" No, I don't think so. What's a diesel?" "A diesel is an ugly, boxy engine that thinks it's better than everyone else. Diesels run on oil instead of coal and water like a normal engine." Caldy gasped. "No, there are no engines like that on my railway." Percy sighed. "I wish I could be a mountain engine like you. Say, why are you here anyway?" "Oh, I popped a piston the other day and I'm waiting to be taken to the steamworks," said Caldy. "Oh, well, I'm not really busy. I could take you." And so Percy took his new friend Caldy to the Sodor steamworks to be repaired. "Everyone, listen up. Have you heard the news? Sir Topham Hatt and Mr. Percival have reconciled their differences. They're not fighting anymore. Everything's gonna go back to normal. Isn't that great, Simon?" Yeah. I'm gonna go for a little walk." Simon felt very conflicted. Secretly, he did not want the blockade committee to end. Simon Johnson, his whole life, had been an incredibly dull man. He had no wife, no children, no hobbies, no interests, nothing. He simply worked 6 days a week with Sundays reserved for worship, an activity which he did not participate in. He was of the opinion that God had abandoned him, and that thusly he should return the favor. There were also some outstanding circumstances regarding Reverend Charles Laxey. I shall not go into any further detail regarding this story, as it is not appropriate for children. Now let us resume the story of the bloodthirsty, murdering sociopath with a long history of violence and a small army at his command. Simon felt that for the first time in his life he had power, and he did not want to give it up. So he came up with a lie. A lie that would keep the blockade committee running for a very long time. Guys, while I was on my walk just now, I overheard some workmen talking, and it's all just a big scam. It's just a trick. Percival and Hatt are only pretending to reconcile, because they're trying to trick us. They respect you so little as thinking individuals that they would try to pull the wool over our eyes like this and trick you all into behaving again." The workmen were livid. "This is an outrage. This is ridiculous.
I can't believe it.
I will not stand for this.
How could they do this?
This is ridiculous.
How could they?
What's your next plan, Simon?" "Yeah, Simon?" "We're all ears. What should we do?"
Yeah, Simon, what's your next big idea?
"What do we do, Simon?"
Yeah, Simon? Come on, Simon, I know you've got something. Scarloey, what are you doing? We have to keep moving, Scarloey.
I don't want to go into the forest. There's a ghost in there. I've seen it. I've heard it.
Oh, that's just an old wives' tale. Come on, Scarloey, we've got to get home. Your friends are waiting for you.
All right. Driver, I heard it again. I heard the whistle.
Scarloey, there's dozens of engines on this line. It couldn't be a ghost.
Driver, I'm hearing voices.
Say, remove it from the tunnel.
Scarloey, we have to keep moving. You're being ridiculous.
The tunnel. The tunnel.
Ah! Scarloey raced away as quickly as he could. He returned to the quarry, convinced that he would be much safer from apparitions within the company of the workmen.